All right, here's the toaster I ordered. I'm really excited to start using... What the flip? It broke already?
Don't tell me you're surprised, pal. These days, the quality of everything you buy is f***ing trash. Nothing f***ing works anymore. And I mean nothing! If you go to your parents' place, their f***ing toaster has worked perfectly fine since they first bought it in 1982. But your goddamn toaster breaks the moment it leaves the package. You're not crazy. It's a thing. It's the same story if you buy a pair of pants. They look good on you. You feel cool, like James Dean level of cool. You walk down the street, but suddenly, everyone starts laughing at you. That's when you realize it. You have a hole in your pants, even though you just bought them. This phenomenon is the so-called enshittification of everything.
Whoa, what's that?
It's a simple concept. The idea is that the quality of everything we buy these days is f***ing trash compared to how it used to be. Toasters break faster, pants get holes in them sooner, and phones start glitching quicker. I swear to God, it's not something you're just imagining yourself. It's true.
But how is that even possible?
Let me get into it. Most modern consumer products are deliberately designed to stop working after a certain point. I'm not kidding. This is not some obscure internet conspiracy theory. It's not like,
the government is trying to shut down the toaster industry. We need to resist them. Also, buy my supplements.
no, this is a real thing. This is called planned obsolescence. What these greedy jack do is deliberately engineer the product so that it starts to fall apart right around the time the warranty expires. And why do they do this? Well, so you have to keep buying new shit, of course.
Oh, come on.
One of the ways they do this is by replacing the good materials that made the product popular in the first place by cheaper, shittier materials. I mean, just look at this toaster. It's pretty obvious what happened here.
You there, servant.
How can I help?
I own a toaster factory. We need some adhesive materials to put together different parts.
Sure, you might want to look at this steel binding.
Sweet Mama's jam-crammed overcooked pancakes. That's a hefty price tag.
Indeed it is. Very!
Now, how about that silver tape?
Sir, I don't think silver tape's gonna keep the toaster together.
How much for the silver tape, peasant?
We're inquiring about the price. Okay, it's $19, sir.
What about that transparent tape?
It's $8, but putting a toaster together with that tape means putting the customer at significant...
We'll take it.
The toaster will not work at all, sir. I wouldn't put it...
He said we'll take it. By doing this, they can ramp up the profits.
I mean, I can always just send it to the repair shop.
Ha! Give it a try, buddy.
Okay, thank you. Well, he said it would cost $80 to repair it, and buying a new one is $40. So, I guess I'll just buy a new one?
That's exactly what they were hoping would happen. Everything is going according to their plan. The removed ability to repair anything is a crucial part of planned obsolescence. This toaster, much like your phone, your fridge, or your dragon dildo, is not only designed to break, it's designed to be unrepairable.
Unrepairable?
Yup, when these geniuses made this toaster, they made sure to design it in a way where repairing it is a nightmare. Basically, modern garbage products are specifically built to be used for a short while and then thrown in the trash. Enshittification is making the world a worse place. It used to be that companies took pride in making a product that was high quality, something of value. When they sold it to a customer, the customer would walk away with a solid investment that would last them a long time. The company made a healthy profit, and everyone came together singing Kumbaya. This old way of doing things was called stakeholder capitalism. The idea was that a company achieved success by building a long-term sustainable brand. You kept the customers happy so they would keep buying. You kept your workers happy so they would keep working hard for you. You kept your profit and dividends stable and predictable so your shareholders were happy. The idea was that by doing all of this, you built actual long-term trust, and you kept all these groups of people happy. That in turn kept the business alive for generations. Until, of course, the kids inevitably start fighting over inheritance, and the factory mysteriously burns down right before the insurance is set to expire.
That sounds fantastic. The business model, that is, not the fire part.
Yeah, it sure was. But this ain't how it be no more. The problem is a little something called the hunt for infinite growth.
Now, what the flip is that?
Well, sometime in the 70s and 80s, the geniuses at Big Corp Incorporated decided to change some things up. They took that old playbook and shred it to pieces. Their new unwritten rule was this: a company should only aim to maximize profit for its shareholders. It was no longer enough for a company to build a durable toaster, make a steady profit, and call it a day. No, of course not. That's not how corporate greed works. Making the exact same $10 million in profit 2 years in a row was suddenly seen as a failure. The new cool kid on the block was called called growth. The new idea was a company should always strive to get bigger. That was the new dogma. It's all about growth, baby! Yeah, that's right. And that's when things went to hell for customers. It was like,
So, sir, profits have been steady 5 years in a row now. We're doing very well.
We're very happy about this, sir.
More.
Sir?
I want more.
More. I mean, according to all calculations, we occupy a large slice of the current market share.
Make me more. I said more.
so companies are chasing infinite growth. And how does one accomplish that? Well, traditionally, there are two basic ways to grow a company. You can try to get more new customers. Be like,
What a morning.
I noticed you don't have a toaster. Well, look no further! Or there's also method 2. You can upsell existing customers on more shit. Be like,
Fixing this is gonna cost a fortune. Thank God we have just enough saved up.
you like that toaster, didn't you? We also have coffee makers. And alternatively, you can go for the third, darker tactic.
What's that?
Well, you simply degrade the quality of your product so you earn more with every sale without really offering anything new. And as a bonus, the product breaks faster, so people need to rebuy it more often. See how it all works out?
Ugh, that's depressing, dude. I don't like that physical products are breaking faster.
But the f***ed up thing is that this goes beyond physical appliances. These days, nothing is safe from the horrors of enshittification. Toasters falling into pieces the moment you unpack it sucks. But it's only the tip of the iceberg. The pursuit of endless corporate growth has bled into virtually every consumer transaction imaginable. Enshittification comes in different shapes and sizes.
Okay, what other forms does it come in?
One of them is shrinkflation. Shrinkflation is the ancient art of reducing the size of a product while still charging the same price. It's like, imagine you buy a pack of 10 cookies for $3. Good stuff. But after some time, you realize you're running out of cookies suspiciously fast. And that's when you notice it. The box only contains 8 of them. Those greedy motherfuckers reduced the size of the product, but they still charged you the same price. This is shrinkflation. Then you eat one of them, and you notice something else. It's not as good. In fact, it tastes like Swedish fermented herring that has also been mixed with hand soap and paint.
And why does it taste like that?
Because of something called skimpflation. When you flip it around and look at the ingredients, you notice a difference. The real butter they used to put in it has been replaced by palm oil. The natural flavoring thing has been replaced by cheap chemicals imitating that flavor. Basically, skimpflation means replacing good shit with cheaper, trashier materials, thinking no one will notice. Skimpflation and shrinkflation are both what? Say it with me, folks.
Enshittification.
That's right! Another form of enshittification is the subscription economy. The norm was always you buy a damn product, like a car, and then you can just use it. Pretty self-explanatory. But it ain't no more. If you want seat heating, you need to pay for a subscription. Or maybe you buy a gaming console. Great. But to play online, you need a monthly subscription. You want to watch your favorite show? Subscription time, baby. Buying a house is impossible. So what do? You rent forever, which is a type of subscription. You never really own anything. You just rent it through ass-cracking subscriptions. What is this, people?
Enshittification.
Say it one more time, people.
Enshittification.
I can't hear you.
Cringe, we can't do this all day. Some of us have a meeting that's starting soon and the rest are pretty busy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
As upset as I am about this toaster and about your cookies, I feel like you're forgetting one crucial detail.
Impossible. But what do you mean?
We live in a free economy, dude. This isn't the Soviet Union. If we don't like a company, we can just go to the competitor. That's how it works. That's how the market regulates itself.
Damn! I forgot how naive you are. Bro, we don't live in what people call a free market.
But that's what everyone has always told me.
Dude, we live in a sort of monopoly/oligarchy with some element of a free market. But it ain't not just a free market.
It's not?
Look, in an ideal capitalistic society, it would work something like this. I would own Toaster Factory 1. You would own Toaster Factory 2. There would be a customer in the middle. And we would both fight for his money by offering lower prices, better quality, or new perks. Like adding a bottle opener to the side of the toaster, or something like that. But of course, we don't live in an ideal society. We're pretty far from it. What we have today is a total illusion of choice.
What do you mean by that? Prove it.
With pleasure. If you walk down a home appliance aisle, you'll see 15 different brand names that look like rivals. You're like,
man, I want to make an informed decision and support the business that most align with my preferences.
That's adorable, but you're a fucking idiot. If you trace the corporate ownership tree back up to the top, those 15 competitors are almost always owned by 1 or 2 private equity firms. Let's say you want to buy laundry detergent. You have tons of brands to choose from. Brands like Tide, Gain, or Downy. Sounds good. But all of these brands are owned by the same company, Procter & Gamble. It's literally one player pulling the strings on all these brands. The same is true for beer, where giants like Anheuser-Busch InBev own hundreds of different brands. They look like different companies on the shelf, but they're all fundamentally the same. These are even known to buy up tons of local beer brands, so not even those are safe. If you turn to the soft drink aisle, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, and Keurig Dr. Pepper collectively control nearly the entire market. Their joint market share is something like 90%. Like, seriously, it's almost impossible to buy a soft drink that isn't owned by one of these guys. So it's not truly a fair, open-ended game. Not at all, actually.
But I mean, even if it's 3 companies owning an entire industry, surely they must still compete with each other to some extent?
Of course, there's some level of competition between these guys. We don't live in a completely communist society. However, competition doesn't work if the competitors have agreed to the same bullshit rules. If enshittification has been agreed upon to be the norm everywhere, it still doesn't matter if they're competitors. You still get the same trash. So there is no real free market. It's certainly not what we have today. There's way less competition than you think. That kills any incentive to actually increase quality or to lower prices. And as a result, consumers are f***ed.
So there's nothing we can do.
I mean...
So, just to kind of put the beans in the bag here, the quality of literally everything is trash, and it's all run by a small group of companies. Is there anything we can do? Am I just doomed to buying garbage products forever?
Yeah, pretty much.
Really?
Okay, not fully, but here's what's up. It is honestly pretty f***ing hard to escape this. The global economy has restructured itself around this objective. Extract the maximum amount of profit while delivering as little as possible. But I guess if you wanted to give it a try, you could, like, shop local when you can. Refuse these big companies and their f***ing greed. Buy from smaller, more honest suppliers. I know this is often more expensive, so yeah, only do it if you can. Obviously, I would hope some f***ing politicians would do something about the monopoly thing, or pass better right-to-repair laws. But I guess they're all bought and paid for by those very companies.
That would be something.
I mean, honestly, at some point, you just have to start growing your own shit in your apartment or something. Since everything is so f***ing expensive, that might be the only way to make it anyhow. What I personally hope for is that just like with everything else, it reaches a f***ing breaking point. I hope these trash-ass companies eventually degrade themselves into a corner where no one wants anything to do with them. I'm just trying to spin this into a positive takeaway, but the truth is we're f***ed. Hey, let's f***ing call our politicians up and tell them how pissed off we are. God damn! Of course. I forgot the quality of my phone is too.